Hey everybody! Welcome to another DVD review. Today's featured DVD we're going to be reviewing is Gremlins 1 with a cute little Mogwai. What you see isn't always what you get. I agree with them. This one talks about a cute little Mogwai named Gizmo, and you have to deal with the Gremlins. Those mean little punks. Ooh, man, I bet one of those would look great on my wall. Decapitated. If it was real, that is. If it was a plushie, I'm not gonna do it. So, oops, accidentally. Note to self: never touch discs like this. You don't want to get any fingerprints on it. So anyways, warning, this video is gonna, as I was saying is, warning, this video might contain some spoilers. If you do not want to hear the rest of these spoilers, please skip ahead through the rest of this video and listen to what's going to be going on for the remainder of this channel until the start of September. So it all starts like this. You got a guy by the name of Mr. Pelzer, Rand Pelzer, who goes to Chinatown and looks for like something good for his son, Bill Pelzer, where he stumbles upon the Mogwai, thanks to this guy's grandson, and he's like, and you get to hear him go like, Sorry, my voice is a little screechy. I'm trying my best here. Let me try again, one more time for you guys. Take 2, starting now. Alright, take 2. If you guys think that sounded better during the second try, let me know in the comments. So anyway, the elder elder's grandson was like saying of how he enjoys doing the singing, and then Rand was almost getting ready to buy it, but his grandfather was like, "I'm sorry, Mogwai, not for sale. I can't sell him for any price." Huh? I agree. I wouldn't want to sell anything at a certain price, especially if it was valuable. Like even if I had something valuable in my collection, like let's say this ear warmer was like, which is something I might get into maybe after when I do this review. So we're not gonna get off topic. So then we go straight to like where they sing the Christmas song and they're like, "Christmas, snow's coming down, Christmas." I'm not gonna get too much crazy over that Christmas theme. We'll save the Christmas stuff for a holiday DVD review. So we go straight to Bill Pelzer trying to start up his car, and we get to see the cute dog named Barney, and then we get to see mean old Mrs. Deagle. And how she's such a jerk around the holidays. She's like a version of Ebenezer Scrooge. Man, if only they made like a special Christmas carol for someone like her. That would definitely be cool. But there's one thing she did not like was Billy's dog named Barney. Like, I don't know what her problem is with that cute dog. He's cute, especially when he goes like, man, and then what do you know? Since Bill worked as an accountant at a bank, like bouncing out money, like always going like, okay, this and this and this and that, and then what do you know? Mrs. Deagle, as she says, "I don't want the money, I want the dog." And then she starts talking jack trash about that dog. dog, and what do you know? The dog starts attacking her. Well, barely, just out of defense. And then the boss was like, "What is that dog doing in the bank?" But luckily, Bill did not get fired because his boss always gets good around the holidays. But I'd say Bill Pelzer really does a great job at being a drawer than a bank accountant. Like his drawings are pretty cool. I mean, if his drawings are pretty cool, then my ear warmers are pretty cool too, because look how good of a stitching I do. If you guys ever want to learn how to like loom knit something like this, let me know in the comments. I'm always welcoming to hear your ideas of any videos, like any DVDs, craft ideas, whatever you want me to try to do on this channel to make it more good. You let me know, and I will see whatever I can do. Christian, get back to the topic. All right, Christian. But anyway, then we go straight to where Bill's mom gets an undisturbing call from Mrs. Deagle, and then along with that, you get to see like Bill tried to like work his father's machine, like the chicken egg smasher, where it's like literally with its beak, like to crack open the eggs. and his mom even said it. Your father's inventions, they work so well for a few days. Luckily, just like my invention, which I'll explain to you later on in my video, in my latest video, you know, because like I have so many ideas. And later on, we get to hear his father come in, where he's like singing, where he's like, "Oh, the hour, oh la 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 la," and then he comes out with a present. He was like, "Tra la 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 la," and then everyone he shakes it. He was like, "No, don't shake it. We're gonna have to open it right now. Wait for Christmas." and then what do you know? And then when he opened up the box, he opened it up, and then what? It was his new pet. And then you get to hear like what his name was, and then his father said, "Mogwai." I don't know, some Chinese word. I just call him Gizmo. He seems to like it. I'd say Gizmo's really a nice little name for this little guy. Guy. And then later on, you get to hear him like. Well, actually, I'm getting way ahead of myself. Then when they were about to get their picture taken, you actually get to see like Gizmo like going, and then that's when you hear all the rules. Number 1, they hate bright light, especially sunlight, because it'll kill them. Second rule, don't keep them away from water. Don't give them any water to drink. Wherever you do not give them a bath. And the most important rule, the rule that no one, and I mean no one, can ever forget: never, ever, ever feed them after midnight. You guys know these rules so much about the Mogwais. Please let me know in the comments. That's something I'd like to hear too. And later on, we get to hear like Bill and Gizmo play with the piano, like Bill plays a few notes, and then Gizmo copies it with his voice, and then and Bill decides to put like a nice little Christmas hat on him. Accidentally gets hurt, but luckily they become good friends. And then later on, we're not gonna go too far, but Bill gets splashed with the orange juice maker with a lot of splashes of juice, and he gets to see like a friend of his, and then like they chill out, and they're like, Gizmo loves the kid, and he's like, "Can I hold it?" He's like, "Sure," but then he accidentally spills water on the Gizmo, and then you get to see them all mutate into gremlins. I'm kidding. They don't do that first. You just get to see them like pop out into little balls, And then later on, you get to see like some cute ones, especially one with spikes. Like even the little kid was like, but then the gremlin was, I mean, not the gremlin, but the mogwai was like, almost bit his fingers off. But then later, you get to see Gizmo like all sad, like, and then Bill's like, oh Gizmo, what's the matter? And I think I know what's wrong with Gizmo. It's because he accidentally got wet, and there's like multiple mogwais are going to change into terrifying gremlins. I would have been disappointed too if I was like in his mind. I could say in his shoes, but he doesn't wear shoes. But later on, you get to see his. We go straight to Bill's father, where he gets to say, "Voila," and show his invention. And then we fast forward to where we see him like very surprised to see all the gizmos, and like all that from water. They got wet. Yeah, plain water. I bet every kid in America would like to have one of these. They're wrong. Not every kid in America would like to have one of these, unless you want to see them change into gremlins, and then they'll do trash to the house, and they'll probably hurt you. Just like what happened to the scientist when he grabbed one. Right after when Bill accidentally fed them after midnight, when he didn't realize that his clock stopped, and then you get to see them like change into like cocoons. But to me, I call them gremlin eggs because that's what they look like to me. So then it did not take that long for them to hatch. So that's when the gremlins decide. That's when they all hatch, and the one in the teacher's office hatched. He called Bill. He was like, "Hey Bill, just hatched," and he was like, "I'm on my way." So while he was getting ready to go, the professor was giving him a snack, and then bit his fingers off, and then somehow he died. And then while he was trying to like call for help, the gremlin scratched his hand. But luckily he got to the nurse's office, quickly bandaged up, and while he was like this, relaxing his head on the cabinet, the gremlin pops out and scares him, and he starts throwing stuff, and then breaks through the vents. I'm pretty sure that gremlin did not last that long. Because later on he calls his mom, and his mom has to like take care of all the gremlins for a while. And you get to see like one gremlin like munching on a gingerbread man, and like yum yum. But that gremlin made a big mistake, falling into like this grinder looking thing, and then literally just like and then swirled around. And then you got one that got stabbed multiple times. And then you got one that got sprayed and then microwaved to go boom. And then later on, this other gremlin was like torturing his mom, and then luckily his mom ducked while Bill decapitated him. And then you get to see like spikes on the full gremlin and blow his nose on. But he wasn't finished yet. After when he brought his mom to the doctors, that's when they that's when after everything, Bill was looking for Gizmo, but luckily he found him and stuffed him in his bag, and they quickly ran to like where the tracks led to where the gremlin was. Then later on, the gremlin like turned on the alarm, jumped out, and knocked Bill to the ground, scratched him, and then the gremlin was like, Gizmo was like, ah, and then jumped into the water, like did like a cannon, it was like cannonball. But that's when we're all screwed. So after when the gremlins multiplied, that's when you get to see like all the gremlins like the leader like getting them all together, and they're getting ready to have a good time. And they all start like doing like crazy things, like they drove a plow through, and Mrs. Deagle, boy did she get what she deserved. She passed away from from the Gremlins when the Gremlins messed around with her chair, and then it went whoosh, rushed her out the door. and then one of the Gremlins was like playing with the car, and then literally caused a big explosion. And then you get to hear one of the Gremlins laughing, going, but later on we get to see them at a bar, and we get to see the leader Spike do his usual thing, like playing like a game of poker, and then you got one that's like going, and then he grabs the gun and then shoot, and then you got like some little dancing going on, some smoking, beer drinking, any kind of things you can find at a bar. Them doing for the Gremlins, and later on, while Bill rescues his girlfriend, that's when they see the Gremlins all at a movie, and they're like enjoying Snow White. They're like, they're like, it's like so funny. And then later you get to see like Spike looking for some yum yums, which is food. But while Spike was looking for food at another store, the Gremlins were screwed, because then while they were trying to chase Bill, Kate, and Gizmo, they quickly ran out of the movie theater while the place was gonna blow up every Gremlin, leaving Spike, the last Gremlin, to survive, but not for long. Later on, Spike has a little fun with Billy. He's like, Billy, and then literally he gets harpooned, food and damaged, and then he quickly had to like use a baseball bat to like block him from the chainsaw, and then you also experience some shooting from the gun. After when they turned on the bright light, and then while Gizmo was like driving his little car trying to escape the dog and everyone, even though he kind of accidentally has a crash landing, you get to see him go bright light, and then quickly tries to like run. But that's when his last words were, Gizmo! And then he pulls rope, and it shines on the Gremlin. But luckily, Ram Peltzer was able to see like the Gremlin dying before you noticed it. See, he fell into the water, but you literally thought those Gremlins multiplied. I doubt it, because then you see his skull like jump out for one last scare. And that's it for Gremlins. So we ended all here with the news, and then the owner of the Mogwai comes to take him back, and then he tells him, he has something to say to you. So Gizmo's last words were, "Bye, Billy." And his owner said, "You might be ready when it comes to that time. Until then, Mogwai will be waiting for you." Well, that's the story of how Gizmo and Bill became good friends, and how they fought the Gremlins and everything. So overall, I will have to give this movie a 4.5 out of 5 for a good decapitation with the Gremlin. A lot of funny comedian stuff, and then a good plow incident, and a good shine of light to kill that Gremlin. So anyways, that's it for today's video. So as promised, I'm going to tell you one of my favorite inventions I've worked on. Just like Ram Peltzer's. My favorite invention is the cup holder belt. Because let's say you want to keep your hands free for like if you're walking to a yard sale or something, and you're like, my hands aren't free. How am I going to carry all this? But that's when you realize that because if you have 2 drinks, you can actually put them both in a cup holder belt, and you won't need to worry too much. You'll be like, now everything will feel like it's appearing by gravity. That's one of my favorite inventions. So anyways, don't forget to push that bell notification so you never miss another future video. Smash that thumbs up button. Comment down in the comment section of any DVDs you have to request. And don't forget. And also, I might do a giveaway on one of these. We'll see. we'll see how good the video gets. Like, let's see, if maybe like around the middle of October, in the middle, I'll do a giveaway. We'll see. I'm not making any promises though. But anyways, like I said, smash that thumbs up button, comment down in the comment section, subscribe to all my favorite YouTubers, especially the Princess Tanya Show. Oh yeah! Or as my pen pal would say, whoop whoop! and also, you guys have any requests for a DVD review? You guys want me to review? Let me know. And I'm hoping that in September, I'm hoping that if I do have enough DVDs, I will do an unboxing thing. Let's keep our fingers crossed, because I only have like 2 DVDs so far, and I still need like at least 4 to 5 or more to do a DVD unbox. You guys have been so. You guys have any requests for any DVDs you want me to review, or anything you remembered me doing? Let me know in the comments, and I'll see you on my next featured video. The Christian Show is out today. Enjoy!